Ardor and NXT family, we are igniting the blockchain here for Ardor Days Celebration. And I am the crypto woman known as Elizabeth. And with me is Igmaca, known as Joan Ramon. And he is joined by his son, Ignaci.
Ignaci. Yeah.
Okay, they are they're here today to celebrate and join in the conversation. Jean is very prolific on our community, especially on trading subjects. He feels a little tentative about his English, so he is going to have his son join in this conversation with us. Welcome to both of you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your story with the community and how you got started.
Yeah, well, I will explain.
Yes.
And well, my father started in this cryptocurrencies world in 2013 when he heard about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in a program called Kaiser Report. Maybe some of you know about it. And well, he started to look for it because he liked the idea. And looking into when he discovered Bitcoin, then he looked into the other cryptocurrencies, and he found that well, NXT at the beginning, he found that NXT was a very interesting project because it was very nice with the environment, because it was based in a different consensus algorithm, the proof of stake, right?
Yes.
And so that was very interesting for him. So he started to contribute in the forum, in the NXT forum, and also in the
Bitcoin talk.
In the Bitcoin talk.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been like that since then.
Okay. Yes, it's been a long 4 years in some ways and a short time in others.
Yeah.
Now we're at this point, it's hard to believe that 4 years has passed, but sometimes I got impatient about things. I don't know about you. So one of the places we find you is in the trading channels.
Vale.
You got canals the trading.
Yes. I normally it's the often thing that I use the channel trading, no? Because my majority interest is in trading, and I am a little investor.
He invests a bit. Yeah.
But I very like all the
he's very interested in new things.
Exactly.
In innovation.
Innovation. That is my hobby normally.
Yeah.
And because this is one of the reasons that I like very much the crypto world, no? Because it's exciting, no?
It's exciting.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It is very exciting. It changes quickly and often.
Exactly.
And the changes are always progressive changes. You know, we're always going somewhere better, and there's always somewhere better to look ahead to. So actually, I want to back up a little bit. And I think it's interesting that you talked about how friendly NXT is to the environment, because I understand you're an engineer with renewable energy.
Exactly.
So
normally I design zero energy buildings, or near zero energy.
Yeah, near zero
Exactly.
energy buildings.
Would you explain to those of us who might not know what a zero energy building is?
Yeah, basically it's one manner to one way to design eliminating all the infiltrations of air and big insulation in the in the building, no?
Yeah, the thing is that you try to not lose much energy due to the temperature. So the building is very isolated.
Exactly.
And so then you maintain your temperature, so you don't need to use your your heat.
Heating, cooling system.
Yeah.
Right. So that is pretty technical and innovative. You've described it. So
Here in Europe is very
they are using it a lot.
Yes, because Dutchland people makes innovation in this field, and then here in Spain, because we are from Barcelona, no? And is beginning this type of buildings.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you're involved in innovation in your profession and your hobby.
I like very much the innovation in all the fields, no?
In all the fields.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
That in here in cryptocurrency there are a lot of possibilities to apply to supply this technology. No?
When you think about those possibilities, what do you think of?
One thing in my field, no? In my field, no?
From my field
is, for example, local coins for to trading energy. It's a idea that some people is beginning to use, no, to adapt.
Yeah, so I understand to use blockchain technology to share or trade energy.
Local energy in the towns, no, in little towns.
Yeah, so here we trade in coins, and there are other types of businesses, but.
And you use, for example, energy. Environment energy, for example, wind, solar, another type of energy resource, no? Geothermal, for example.
Yes, so the different energy sources. Yes. Solar,
green energy sources.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I can't imagine you promoting anything but green, right? Great. Wow.
For example, but there are a lot of possibilities with blockchain. It's vastly, no?
It's vast.
It's vast. Yes.
Yes. Now you shared with me something else that another idea that you have that has to do with finance.
Yeah. This morning, no? I tell you, no?
Yes. Would you like to tell about that?
Well, there are. I see because I normally.
I
look for internet that other possibilities, no, and there are one that I think is very interesting.
Yeah,
is the child chain with gold in Ardor, no? In Ardor child chain, because
so he has discovered an application in which they are exchanging gold for bitcoins, and he's suggesting that maybe we could do the same in Ardor to create a platform, a child chain, and to do the same with Ardor coins, or I don't know, maybe NXT coins.
Yes.
So to exchange Ardor or NXT directly to gold.
Because
without any middleman or any bank, just straight Bitcoin or altcoin to gold.
To gold, because there are billion companies. Billion. Billion. Do you know the meaning of billion?
$1 billion companies.
No, es un deposit.
So they have a deposit in Switzerland, and I don't know if they have in other places where they hold the gold. They save, it's like a safe, right?
There are big companies that this service,
and you can say, okay, I'm going to buy this gold, and they take it for you.
Yes, and if Ardor people com es diu? Aconsegueix
if other people can do
any accord, no?
so an agreement. If
agreement.
Ardor, so what he's suggesting is that Ardor could make an arrangement with these people who trade between bitcoins and gold, and they could arrange with them to trade between gold and Ardor coins or NXT coins.
Similar.
And to do a similar arrangement, because this is their business, but it would be very interesting for the community to have a way to trade between Ardor coins and gold, because you don't have people in between, you know, and less commission. Right?
Yes, the most important thing is that you can trade fiat to Ardor or fiat to cryptocurrencies, and then you save the taxes of the governments. I think.
You mean if you go from Ardor to fiat, or
no,
to Ardor, or from Ardor to gold?
If you go Ardor to gold, you don't.
You don't pay. Yeah, so that's a very interesting advantage, that you don't have to pay taxes to go from Ardor to gold, because gold is not considered a fiat currency, FIAT.
But gold is still one of the big stores of value. Many people are putting their future investment, or at least some future security, into gold.
Yeah, exactly, because and that's another advantage, that gold is something that is normally it's constant in value.
Yes,
right. It keeps there, so that's also an
its
interesting.
Price is not volatile.
It's not volatile. Yeah.
Volatile.
Right. Wow, that is very interesting. I hope that you or some others can bring that to fruition, because it would be an awesome thing. Joan, remember back in the beginning, maybe the first year, there was a man on the forums who was very active. He was from the United States, and I'm forgetting his username, but he traded in silver. He was trying to make silver trades with NXT. Do you remember that?
Una persona que estava molt actiu.
Sí, que fa molts anys hi havia un trader en plata.
Yes, but I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know if he's disappeared or if he's around or not, but I'm sure he would probably be interested in a project like that too.
Okay.
Well, maybe we can get some interest generated and some people with some skills needed to do that, and we can make that happen. That'd be fun to see, wouldn't it? So that would be very good. So one of the things that is good for the environment, which is your topic of interest, is our consensus algorithm, the proof of stake. And we haven't really talked that much about it in these conversations about how the proof of stake is actually better for the environment than Bitcoin. And I would imagine that you know that topic very well. Could you help us understand that?
I understand, no? Pregunta si necessito...
Expliquis per què el proof of stake és bo per medi ambient.
Well, because he's fundamental in a proof of... com es diu? Una prova de joc, no?
Yeah, so proof of stake, it's fundamented in a
proof of game. It's
in a game.
Yes, it's similar to lottery. It's similar. It's not necessary to use energy for maintain the net, no? the network, the blockchain. It's not necessary a lot of energy.
You don't have to have a lot of power into mining, for example, like in Bitcoin.
Yes.
And here is you will get a block, right?
Yes.
If it's a bit more of a lottery than of having a lot of computer power, which is a lot of power consuming, and so you have to spend a lot of energy, and that's not good for the planet, of course.
Yes, so we don't have to have these miners, this extra equipment that generates so much energy and so much power.
Exactly.
We could run the client or the node on our own computers.
Mhm.
In fact, we can run it on one of those little tiny Raspberry Pis with a solar panel. And that's, I think that's a theme that's appealing to a lot of the people in the community. And hopefully, as we allow more people to know that potential, they'll be excited about it too, because it is, energy resources are a big problem. And it's kind of fascinating that a lot of people are moving their Bitcoin farms to Siberia and Iceland and cold places to try and offset some of that energy consumption of the cooling of these machines, because they're not just very consumptive to run them, but to cool them is also another big energy.
Oh yeah.
Energy consumption. So,
Exactly.
yeah. So let's talk about trading. I don't usually like to talk about trading in public, at least not to give any advice, but I'll tell you, I sure do like to read your posts.
No, I am not a big expert in trading. The only one I think is to link with another people.
So he likes to follow
other people that
other people who are very good at it.
Exactly.
And so what everything he knows is from following these people who are very good at it.
Yes, I normally follow the TradingView web, no? But in here there are a lot of people that post his predictions, no?
Their predictions.
And I try to link to trading channel the post that I think is very interesting.
So you share in the trading channel what you see in TradingView.
Yes, that for me I think it's interesting to the people, no, the Ardor people, no.
Okay.
This is my. I am not a big expert, no, but I am.
But he's good at looking for people who knows.
And
and I learn slowly.
Slowly, yes, I am learning day by day.
Well, but it's valuable. The sharing of information is valuable, and if you can provide that service, it's good. My opinion is that if people are going to enter into the cryptocurrency exchanges and play around, that they actually should educate themselves a little bit about analysis, learn a little bit about the basics of candlesticks and charting, and some definitely learning to appreciate trends in the market, and not just trends in the market. It's interesting to me right now, the surprise that people have because they bought NXT pretty quickly so that they could get free Ignaci, and they seemed shocked that the price is going down. And I'm thinking these people did not educate themselves very much about how crowdfunding and ICOs and new ideas and just news in general, progress works in this space, because we all expected that.
Exactly.
But education's good. And
so what do you think that they should learn on to?
Well, I think that it's interesting that in trading channel some people try to do my job.
So it's interesting for new people that they do exactly what he was saying before, which is
other people,
which is to follow people who know about this, who have a good opinion. For example, people who have a lot of likes. Normally, It's not always, but normally they have a good opinion,
Yes.
because otherwise people would stop following them.
Right.
And also, well, we were speaking the other day. If you can know more about which is which are the fundamentals of the cryptocurrencies you're investing on, and you know that they are going to have a future. Of course, then you have more information of whether you're doing a good investment or not.
Exactly.
And for those people who are jumping in because we might tag this trading information, a fundamental behind an investment in an exchange, and a fundamental is that information that a company or a cryptocurrency issues to explain their project, their future, their vision, and their plans. And those things are very, very important to read. We call them often white papers, and Gellerita has a white paper for NXT and Ardor, and you can find that at gellerita.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just wondering from our notes before what to get into with you. So, is there anything on your mind that you would like to just share with the community about trading or blockchain or anything?
No sé, ¿tú vas a decir algo o qué?
No, tens algo a dir?
Bueno, ara, no sé, què podria dir jo. Well, I think that Ardor platform will have a great
feature.
A great feature, I think, because the Ardor and Ignaci and NXT and all because I think one of the important things in one product that you want to launch in the market is a great team, no? If you have a great team, and I think
great team,
great team, and I think that there are a very good persons here in the team.
So,
but because since 2013, from now, I see a lot of people viviendo aquí, ¿no?
Yeah, so he sees that there has been an increase, a big increase in the people who are contributing to the NXT and Ardor community.
And now there are se han quedado
and they are staying.
Sí.
And the people who have stayed are very, very nice people, very people who work
honestly.
Who work honestly and good, and they are experts in this, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that goes back around to our awesome community again, right? And there's room for more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good. So you are passionate about your trading interest, and there are a lot of newcomers coming in. What is your very best advice?
Els consells per la gent nova.
Yes, I think the trading you can play a short time, trading short time, or a long term trade.
Yeah, so you.
And it's very different to trade with a long term or to trade with a short time, no?
Short term.
And then it's interesting to learning the charts because the charts are 1 hour, charts were 2 hour, 4 hour, 1 week, 1 month. This is important to understand, no? What is the trend, because the trend a short time is down, but in long time is up, no? And this is important to consider, no, when you investing or trading, no?
That is very good advice, because when you trade on a short term, it's a very different strategy.
Very different, yes.
And it's another good reason for people to educate themselves before they start
Exactly.
expecting results.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Good. Now you have to have some favorite resources. I know you've mentioned TradingView, but are there other places you can send people who want to learn trading skills?
Okay. És que m'envia la gent.
No, que si saps alguns altres webs que recomanes per
No.
mirar.
I basically this for me the TradingView there are Investipedia for learning. És més, com si diu, més Investipedia és un lloc d'aprendre, no?
Yeah, so he highly recommends Investipedia for learning.
For learning, it's
about this, but more to learn, not to get opinion on what to trade in.
From opinion, TradingView, for learning, Investipedia, and then in Twitter, some people it's interesting to know his opinions.
Their opinions.
Their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your Twitter handle?
¿Cómo?
Sorry?
What is your Twitter handle? Who are you on Twitter?
So who are you on Twitter? What is your...
I am not in Twitter.
You're not in Twitter?
No.
See, I was going to say, we all jump over and follow you, and then we follow who you follow.
It's a lot of work for me because you must maintain the activity, no? And
but I suppose you have an account where you, and from that account you follow someone.
See, I have an account, yeah, but
that it is, yeah. So he has Twitter.
I don't have activity, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then at TradingView,
perhaps in the future.
Follow by looking at some of the information that you actually share on the trading channel on Slack.
Uh-huh.
Right. We can find the people who you respect and whose opinions you value.
Yes. So el que diu és que si tu tot el que posis,
sí.
O sigui, si poses a la gent a la que segueixes, llavors ells podran veure quina gent seguir. So okay. I'm telling him that you're telling
okay.
that you will put, if he puts the people who he's following, then you can know which people are good to follow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. That's what. Or we can go and look and see what he's already posted too. And follow those links.
Yeah.
Because I do notice you post some of the same individuals often, and occasional news stories too. So if anybody's going to be jumping into the Slack channel and wants to learn about the trading part of this, pay attention. Igmaca, IGMACA is you on Slack, right? Yeah. Well, we're all pretty excited.
That means my three sons. Really.
Yeah, it's just his username is the three names of his son and two daughters.
Oh,
yeah.
It turns out well. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Good. That is really super. Well, it's really been a pleasure to talk to both of you and to have you shed a little bit of light on this trading part. And remember, anybody who's watching, that this is not trading advice. This is trading. This is hints about how to go about it and to take responsibility for your own education. And you could look to Igmaca for maybe some guidance on some of those tools and resources for that education. Okay. So I wish you both a very happy new year. You're going to be excited as I am to watch this Genesis block unfold.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
And we'll see what the next year brings. Maybe we'll have to have a catch up sometime and talk about this gold child chain exchange.
Sure.
Very interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can do something about it. It's a nice idea.
A nice idea, yes. Because the only one is I think it's a big idea. It's a big idea. And you must people to.
You must have people to bring it on.
Exactly.
So,
very trustworthy people.
Yeah. So,
very trustworthy people. So, well, if you spearhead that project, I will cheer you on.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Bye.